He's been gaming for over 30 years, representing the common man in gaming, bringing you the new, the old, and everything in between. Here is your host, LMG.
Hey guys, LMG here, bringing you our Long Dark version .152 patch notes. Alright, yeah, I just got done doing the first impression videos that it's currently processing. As you'll have seen, we have gotten to the new area. We were just out, we went from the ravine to the coastal highway, so we just got off those crazy railroad tracks. And we found a little logging camp trailer directly just a little bit off of that. So I'm going to do quick patch notes. And then I might shoot another video, then we're going to get straight to Twitch, but let's get into this. The tuning that I want you to know, the tuning in the new region is a work in progress. So they're trying to balance it out because we have a much larger area to play through with both maps. So supplies and all that's gonna change a little bit. But the first thing, they added the coastal highway. That's the big thing. And you're just gonna be following that. It's nice to read the patch notes now. A lot of this makes a lot more sense to me. But if you just follow the railway in the Mystery Lake on the dam side, like I kind of predicted, that's gonna lead you to the new area. Now this makes a lot more sense now. Long-term starvation now affects fatigue. If you starve for too long, we haven't figured out the math on this yet, it becomes very difficult to avoid exhaustion. Yeah, because our fatigue kept increasing as we were also doing. It is slowly getting darker in here, isn't it? It's about 9 o'clock. We'll just keep this on for the rest of the patch notes real quick here. Don't want you guys to be out in the dark there. Yeah, so that's gonna, and now that fatigue now directly affects your carrying capacity, as I've shown in the last video. So, the more you starve, the faster you're gonna get fatigued, the less you're gonna be able to carry. Definitely gonna slow you down. So we're gonna have to definitely change up our tactics. And they removed the concept of the calorie deficit. 0 is as low as you can go now, kind of in the pre-alpha days, but yeah, hunger is gonna be more of an issue now. And as you showed it, now they have all these conditions here. You do got these arrows to show you what's going up, what's going down. Very cool. I like it. And now I think I did not see earlier, but I was thinking there are now rabbits in the game. We now have rabbits because we now able to craft snares at the workbench. If placed in the world wherever you see rabbits, there's a chance we'll capture a rabbit every 12 hours. That's pretty cool. Now all wildlife spawns are more dynamic and will change over the course of a game. Wolves, deer, and rabbits are all refreshed at different intervals, reflecting their relative mobility and travel migration patterns. And I'll include the full link to the patch notes and everything if you want to check that out also. And wolves are now sensitive to player condition. They will hunt you more aggressively if you're weak. Ooh! So they're testing it. They said they're testing this out, but they will hunt us more if they're exhausted, low condition, etc. So, if you're weak out there, that's going to be a problem. Now, something I did show in the last video, damage from the player strikes and wolf struggles is now modified by the best tool you have in your inventory. In this order: knife, hatchet, pry bar. The weapon is automatically selected, and the struggle costs tool condition. Oh, but you definitely want to have that hunting knife on you. And you can now select what type of fuel source you're looking for when foraging wood. It is no longer random, so you can either get search for tinder plugs or for the wood. And they added 100% guaranteed rifle spawn to the Mystery Lake. But its location is randomized, so it'll probably be in one of those 3 areas. And now we're out in the dark here. Luckily, we won't have too much to talk about. Hunger. Okay, but I'll keep going on here. Tools should now last much longer and will not decay when you don't use them. Okay, so that's a big fix there. And clothing should not decay nearly as quickly as before. But they're still tuning the availability of clothing items in the world. And they're going to still balance it, so expect some changes here coming up. They did reduce the frequency and availability of tools in the world. So they will be a lot more rare now. And in general, they reduce the condition decay for all the food items, increase the calorie value of the most food items, and reduce the calorie value for most types of meat. So a lot of calorie changes. We're going to have to mark all that down, get that in the guide. Another thing we're getting into, rest can now be interrupted regardless of bed or location type. Each bed offers offers and location types offer a different degree of rest benefit and chance of interruption. Uninterrupted rest hours offer a bonus over interrupted rest hours. Because something we were testing out in the impressions video. And fatigue is now properly affected by inventory weight. The more you carry, the more quickly you become tired. So that's something we're going to definitely watch out. Travel a lot more lighter now. And reduce the general availability of first aid items. They're now mainly found in appropriate first aid containers. So a lot less first aid items now. We're going to have to watch out for that. In general, they reduced the availability of all the supplies in the world. There was far too much food and clothing in random containers. So our job just got a little bit tougher now. Made very cold temperatures much more of a serious condition, as we noted in the impressions video. A new audio for all location, container types, etc. Add a lot more variety for container searching audio to avoid repetition. I'll go through the minor changes real quick here. Every interior location has a maximum inventory of reclaimed wood that can be forged, so we can no longer make our mountains of wood anymore. It's 20 right now, I've seen in every building, and you can get 5 tinder plugs and 20 reclaimed wood. And wildlife will no longer spawn in a blizzard. And the stag is even more sensitive to the player's presence. Ah, that's great. Tinder can be harvested from newsprint and newspaper. I thought we could already do that. Bandages can be harvested from cloth. Freshened up supplies in all the Mystery Lake location. Footprints, players, and wildlife now last longer. Yes, so we're saying, yeah, they did freshen up the supplies in all Mystery Lake locations. Footprints, players, and wildlife now actually last longer, but are affected by wind and weather conditions. So that's pretty cool. It's now possible to find, as we did cover in that earlier video, to find single rifle rounds in the world. Kerosene can now be used as an accelerant. I was hoping they'd get that in there. That's pretty cool. Added a few test non-potable water sources to the world, which I believe are, I've been hearing a lot of rumors. I tried to avoid all the spoilers and anything, but I did have to check on Twitter, tweet it a couple times. So yeah, toilets were being able to be drinkable. So footprints and blood drops are now persistent across saves. General bug fixes and optimization. And just a lot of bug fixes. I'm not going to go too much into that because we got a lot to do today. Quite a bit. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe and continue. I'm going to be probably one more gameplay video and then I'm going to hop on Twitch and we're going to cover all of this very well. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys in our next video.